This is a scene in which Seo Jun, the main character, comes out to the press about his sexuality. In it, there's also his manager, Sunil, whom he calls Papa. Seo stares at the notes inside the file. The lines are smudged into one black stain. He rubs his eyes, but he can't bring the words into focus. He wants to say, "But I'm not ready." It comes out as, "But I'm not gay." Papa laughs, a brief, mirthless chuckle. They use the press conference room at the Norwood grounds. Papa and Seo wait in an antechamber adjoining the room. "We've still got about an hour, while they get the cameras sorted," says Papa. "Read through the file." Seo pretends to do so. He sits at the only desk in the room while Papa paces in front of him. A press representative joins them. He'll be taking questions and putting them to Seo to control when the interview is headed. He works for the Norwood grounds. Seo has seen him before. He has salt and pepper hair and the withered hands of a retired weaver. He winks at Seo and shakes Papa's hand. The two older men exchange a long stare. Seo can't read the expression on Papa's face. Papa discusses the interview to come with the press representative. Half an hour before the interview, the press representative leaves them so they can kit up and get the makeup sorted. Seo has done this all before. He goes through the motions. If he doesn't think about it, it could be just another Twine pre-match interview. Papa doesn't hand him his kit, but a plain shirt and black trousers, a blue tie. Before Seo can even ask, Papa says, "Not all the sponsors want to be involved." The shirt is tight, the tie feels like a noose. Seo hasn't faced the press without his kit before. He might as well be in pyjamas. "Come on, they'll be waiting," says Sunil. When they walk in, a hush falls across the conference room. It can fit about 60 people. It's never been big, but today, crowded with faces, it's cramped. There is a long desk across one end. That's where Seo and Papa sit. They have microphones screwed into the desk in front of them, and a background wall of sponsors behind. Not the same companies as the shirt sponsors, Seo presumes, or not the ones who refuse to be involved. Before him, an amphitheatre of black cushioned seats with retractable tables to write on. Most of the journalists are already there, aligned in their black and white suits like seagulls on a cliff. When Seo comes in, their eyes swivel towards him. The sound of people writing on keyboards fills the room, a roll of clickety thunder. Behind the flood of faces, there is a platform with 4 cameras. The cameramen are bent over their machines in the semi-darkness. Flashes of light burn Seo's retina as they start taking photographs. One of them is kneeling in front of his camera, adjusting it to frame Seo's face. Between their feet, cables like dead eels cover the ground. The last few whispers die down. Seo wonders what will happen if he froze up. They'll film it, give him a 10-minute break, and get back to the interview. It won't spare him from having to talk. He forces himself to swallow. "If you're ready to present your statement," says the press representative. It sounds like a question, but it isn't one Seo can say no to. Seo looks at the file again. There must be a paragraph that he's supposed to read, but he can't find it. He shuffles through the sheets of paper in the agonizing silence of 60 people waiting for him, then gives up. He knows from previous interviews he can't stare at the desk or at his feet. He focuses on the back of the room, where he can't catch anyone's eye. "I have been asked questions about my relationships before," starts Seo, and he has no idea where the sentence is going to end. "I would like to clarify that I have been attracted to men and women." He stops, not sure whether this is enough. Maybe he shouldn't have added women, but he couldn't bear to leave it at men. There is an awkward silence. The press representative probably read the official statement and doesn't know where this free-form answer is coming from. Papa glances at Seo, but his eyes betray nothing of what he is thinking. One of the journalists asks, "So do you mean you're coming out? As bisexual?" Seo tries to find the voice in the crowd. He spots someone youngish, maybe as young as him. And here he is, sitting behind the desk without even his kit, and the cameras are recording every gap, every moment he spends crossing and uncrossing his hands. "Yes," he says. "Yes, I suppose I'm coming out."